Hello, I'm Dr. Gloria Horsley, president of the Open to Hope Foundation, and I'm here at the Compassionate Friends National Conference with my friend Dennis Apple. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Gloria. Good to be here.
Well, he's a retired reverend, right?
That's right.
You've written a couple of books, and it's got to come in there. Where's God? You said something about paid up and prayed up, and you're going to be safe, right? But you found out that wasn't right?
Yeah, all my life I'd heard things like that, and I was on the staff of a mega church, and so I didn't have to speak every week, but after Denny died, and even before that, I would hear such things as, if you're paid up and prayed up, you're okay, you're safe. But on February the 6th, 1991, 25 years ago, I found my boy had suddenly died. He had mono, and you're not supposed to die from mono. Took him to the doctor, medication. Went to wake him up, go on a ski trip, and there he is, dead in his bed. And so there's no words to describe, as you know, what happens at a time like that. Just all hell broke loose in my life. And the church was very supportive and helpful at the beginning. But then after a while, I thought, God, I prayed, I trusted you, and here, look what happened. And so my faith, I'll just tell you, my faith went to hell. I mean, I was all over the place in my emotions and my feelings. And
I found that when Scott died, that the people were fabulous, and the theology was not particularly helpful.
No, I had sympathy cards like, we know all things work together for good, found in the book of Romans. I'm familiar with that verse, but I found no comfort in that. And a lot of people that meant well, but they didn't know what to say. They would keep sending and quoting Bible verses. None of that helped me. And so I trudged along through many years. It took me over 10 years, honestly, before I began to feel any sense of warmness or inclination toward wanting to be with God. So it just took me an awful long time. Mm-hmm. So the workshop even I do around here and other places is called Struggling to Reclaim My Faith. And so it has been a struggle. And I think it helps people too when you hear a minister, a lifelong minister. That's all I've ever done. And when I hear about my struggle, it seems to open the door for other people to be forthcoming and say, well, let me tell you my story. And so we have an open dialogue, and I think, I know it has been helpful. I have email contact with a lot of people, especially off the first book that is out there, Life After the Death of My Son. 6 years ago, I decided to try my hand at novel writing, and so it's called Runaway Griever, and of course it's about a dad that loses his son, and he persuades his wife, that's their only child, to take off, leave town, go to another part of the country, only to realize you can't outrun grief, and he has to come back home and finally face it.
Give me one piece of advice.
Patience. Now these days, I'm saying to people, please be patient with yourself, because God surely is. God's heart, I think God knows just how busted and broken and annihilated we are, and he has patience for those of us who are struggling. One of my favorite verses of the Bible is in I think 34th chapter of Psalms, and it says, and God is nearest the brokenhearted and those who have been crushed in spirit. And that's us, you know.
For sure.
We've had the faith knocked out of us, and it takes a long time. So
all right. So Dennis and I want to remind you that if you've lost hope, lean on ours until you find your own.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, Gloria.